Hello and welcome to the Age of Histories, everyone. Today we have something a bit different from our usual programming, as we have been invited by a fellow AoE 2 content creator, NickSturz, to do a collab together. Given Nick is the fastest low elo player around, and since I fancy myself to be quite a good player myself, we decided to do a 1v1 historical classic matchup, Franks vs Britons, to see how we compare to one another and learn some history along the way. Spoiler alert, this was not too good for my gaming self-esteem. But regardless, let's wallow.
Age of Histories, what is this, bro? Franks and Britons? I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, well, welcome to history here. I mean, the Franks and the Britons doesn't get much more classic of a matchup than this. The Franks and the Britons have been at each other's throats for basically all of European history. And today I'm going to try and recreate that by destroying you, which is quite actually historically accurate, obviously being English-minded myself.
Wow, man, the way you put it, I have no words. You sounded very intimidating, bro. But are you any match for the fastest low elo legend? We shall find out.
Well, hopefully my history makes up for my idle TC time I'm having here.
Oh man. Oh, listen. Quick tip from the fastest low elo legend. Always keep your TC running. Always. There should be no room, sir. No room at all.
Yeah, tell that to my brain. Maybe I'll make it work someday.
Oh man, I'm actually enjoying this, man. Do your viewers have any idea who you're collaborating with, like right now? Like, do they even know?
I mean, I made the intro just before we started this game, but why not tell us a bit more about yourself, Nick, and your channel? Because obviously my viewers are probably not so familiar with your work.
Sure, I am a comedian or comedy content creator from Dubai, and I create AoE 2 gameplay content where I claim to be the fastest 900 elo in the world with a high APM of highs of 350 to 400 and EAPM to about 70 to 90. So that's what I do. And I make comedy content. That's me. Well, I would love for my viewers to know more about you, but I think they know you. But please feel free to drop a few lines yourself, my lord.
Well, that was like something out of Stronghold right there. Essentially, my channel Age of Histories, I'm a big fan. History is my biggest passion. I love it. Keeps me up at night just watching videos non-stop. Whenever I'm bored, I go for history all the time.
Wow.
And
so cool.
basically, I wanted to merge my two greatest loves, history and Age of Empires. Age of Empires being the game that connected me with history when I was very young. I think I started playing this game.
Right.
I was maybe 7, maybe. And I've been playing it on and off, and with my channel Age of Histories I just want to connect people with the history of the game. That's basically it.
That's awesome, man. I mean, hearing you say that makes me wanna learn more about history, because when we were kids, right? Here's a nostalgic part. You know, when I used to tell my mom, right, that Mom, I'm playing Age of Empires 2 because of history, and she used to buy that because there used to be a history sort of tab, if you do remember.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my god, I ran her. I just ran rings around that a lot, and. So, what are you expecting?
Well, it is true, I have to say. I mean, even though some missions have a very dubious history, I was shocked to learn when I was growing up. But definitely, AoE 2 has a history bent for sure. I mean, it is as far as excuses go to play games, it's one of the more honest ones, at least.
Right, of course. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, for me, I love the representation. A lot of people don't like this. A lot of my friends who are RTS players, they prefer playing World of Warcraft or any other game rather than, oh, what you got, brother? I'm a dancer. A dancer. You're wasting your ego.
Well, like this, yeah, I was thinking about that. Might as well go and live life on the edge with the scout over there.
Yeah, well, you've killed me enough, bro. Leave me alone. leave me alone. I am sorry.
Did I actually hit you?
Yeah, half my HP is lost, and I don't know what I was saying. So but good one. I
Yeah, we're
must say
talking
that
about
you're quite
giving
experienced.
excuses.
Different
Yes,
excuses.
yes. I mean,
Right.
giving excuses to parents to play this game
Right.
using history. I
yeah.
mean, it is it.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. Basically, we're saying that using this game as an excuse, basically saying, "Oh, mom, this has history. I'm learning history."
Yeah.
I think it's quite an honest excuse.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, we just tend to love the game, right? I always keep coming back to the game because I have a lot of memories with it, and I'm sure you do too. And that's the whole idea, right? What we're trying to achieve with this game is just that. Is just to be a part of history that we wish we were. Not in the war, but at least simulate that. And for me, I'm the guy who likes to make people laugh. And I think situational comedy is basically me trying to react. If somebody's raiding me, I scream or just jump aloud. It just reminds me of how I used to do it when I was a kid. So that's the whole point of me playing the game, and I'm sure you can relate to that. 100%.
Yes, I've had my fair share of jump scares playing this game. I mean, nothing beats that feeling, thinking you have your economy down, and you're saying, "Yay, I got my fast castle down," and then you're like, "Okay, I got to castle age quickly," and then like 2 minutes later, you're seeing the enemy come on top of you with God knows how many men at arms, and your economy is in shambles in 5 seconds.
To you a lot?
I tend to. Playing ranked when I play ranked, I do tend to get the fast castle down.
So you're trying to go fast castle on me right now?
Well, if you say clicking up to feudal at 11 minutes is fast castle, then yes, maybe. But this video notwithstanding, I do tend to be able to go up, but then I lose quite quickly because
surprise.
obviously
Surprise,
exactly my point.
Surprise.
Exactly my
surprise. All right, just click on Lou. I'm just messing with you. Like we agreed. We're gonna. I'm sorry.
Yes. No. Fair
sorry.
game.
I'm sorry, bro. I couldn't resist. You were warned.
Yeah, I mean,
at least you were warned, right?
Yes, that's the worst thing. I was warned and I still got hit. So yeah, let's try to get the barracks up.
I'm sorry to do this to you, bro. But yeah, next time I'm gonna hit you is gonna be in castle, so don't worry about it.
All right.
Do not worry about
don't worry. I mean, the Franks and the Britons.
Right now I have a lot on wood and less on food, so I cannot literally, go to castle age as we speak. But I'm gonna try my best.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
So in the morning,
the Franks always try to do their best.
You were complaining about the weather, weren't you? While we were having a chat about what we need to do in this video. Tell me more about the weather in Italy. I really want to know.
At the moment, it's quite warm at the moment. There's a heat wave coming up from Africa, as it does during this time of the year,
right.
And it's quite warm, but the evenings are still quite cool, thankfully enough. But I think
warm,
where
how
you are
warm?
from, it's actually worse.
How warm?
How warm? Barely touching the high 20s, let's call it that.
Oh man, that's funny because I'm from Dubai and we're dealing with 45 degrees on a daily basis starting June. So.
Yeah, but you don't get to complain. You live in the desert, my friend.
Yeah, yes, well, I don't need to complain. Yes, We complain about how
You
cold it gets
literally live in the
sometimes.
desert.
We sometimes complain about how cold it gets, so yeah. I'm just scouting.
Yeah, I think something a lot of people don't understand how cold it gets in the desert. It gets
Yes,
quite cold.
if you drive towards the main deserts in the UAE, it can go to minus, I mean, close to, like, literally below zero, sub-zero. So, depending on where you are, especially in Saudi, it does, and it can sometimes also, you'd be surprised, sometimes it snows as well. So yeah, that's that.
Okay. I didn't know it snowed in Dubai as well.
Yeah, it has
I
a
had
few
no
times.
idea.
But... Okay, I'm gonna give you another surprise, but I'm not gonna attack. How about that? Does that sound good?
Okay,
Not attacking
surprise,
you right
but
now.
not attacking
Just giving you a
me.
surprise.
So
That's all.
I have a few friends up my sleeve. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna attack. I'm not gonna attack at all.
Okay, go ahead. I'll try to keep my TC running if I can.
I promise you, I'm a nice guy. I'm not gonna attack. That's my word. You get my word. No attack coming. And you know, I'm not fully walled for you because I want to see what you do as well. And I can only improve if I'm not having any walls. So I've just built partial walls to make you think I've got walls. Let's check out your base right now. I'm just gonna do it. Oh my god! Oh, what is this? Split. Unsplit. Split.
Yeah,
Unsplit.
I got some spooky boys for you today.
Run away! Run away! Remember that?
Where is that? Where is that from? Run away!
That was Mongols.
Yes, Kushluk,
Kushluk.
the second scenario of Genghis Khan. Yes.
Hey, you know what?
That
Let's do a change of things. Like, can you tell me a bit about Genghis Khan and what do you know about him, basically?
Genghis Khan. Yeah, basically that guy built an empire. In his lifetime, he built an empire of a people who were basically living in tents, and he conquered the largest land empire in history.
Wow.
From all the way from China to essentially with his sons to Hungary and his grandsons, all that way. But Genghis Khan killed so many people, and this is try to wrap your head around this.
Yeah.
Genghis Khan killed so many people that the world cooled because of his conquests.
Are you
The
kidding
global
me?
temperature dropped. No, he killed about, I think, some close to 10% of the global population at the time.
In those days.
Yeah, in the 1200s. Can you imagine helping climate change, but not in the best way, not in the most humane way, let's put it that way?
My goodness, bro. My goodness, I'm not even able to comprehend what that means right now. I'm not the one to talk about global politics, and by no means I advocate it, but yeah, it's...
No, definitely I'm not advocating to help climate change the way Genghis Khan helped climate change, for sure.
Thank God for that.
So you're Franks, which means I need pointy boys.
Are you getting pointy boys? How many of them?
I got point. Why don't you come and find out?
I will in a bit. I will in a bit. But you know, I agree with Hera.
How so?
Because in early castle, I have a spike that you cannot really, you know, how do I put this? Can't deal with because I'll show you. Let my boys come in, and you'll see your Pokeboys are gonna be almost meaningless because in early castle, knights beat pikes, and you don't even have pikes, and you're not even on castle.
Yes.
So right now, your pointy boys are useless to me because I'm gonna kill your builds, and basically GG. You know.
Yes. Well, having a 350 APM
You know what?
It's a bit hard to fight again.
You won't believe, bro. There have been people with just 2 APM have beaten me. So, sorry, not 2, 20, or 15, or even 10. Like, my coach, he's like 15 EAPM. Sometimes he's down to 11,
Okay.
right? And
Okay.
I sometimes wonder how the hell does he beat me, you know? But he's coached me with a lot of things, because he thinks like a 2K player, but he's 1100, and his name's Sabrinsky. And I have a series where I'm gonna start playing high elo players, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. So do give me a history lesson while I take out your bills, please.
Well, let's say the French did have very good cavalry. The Franks. I mean, the French and the French. The name is not really great historically, but let's go with the French.
Yeah.
The French did have very good cavalry. I mean, even during the 100 Years' War, for example, most people might have heard of Agincourt.
Yeah.
The French did have amazing cavalry. The problem is they tended to not fare well against the tactics the English deployed. The English had a tendency of deploying a lot of archers, the longbows, which I won't be having in this match for sure.
Sorry, bro.
No worries, no worries. And actually, what am I doing? Everyone's hiding in the TC. Like, what is this? But the French, the cavalry they had, basically there were times where they did outmatch the English in the way that you're outmatching me at the moment. I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
Sorry. I feel so bad.
This must be how the English felt at the battle of, some places during the 100 Years' War. My brain is frying up because I have my TC burning up at the moment.
Yeah, well, this is pretty much over, but I'm just letting you do the history lesson because I'm more interested. Now I can even focus.
Oh, now that I'm seeing horse cavalry and a burning TC, you reminded me of the chevauchés, basically. The chevauchés was cavalry raids that both the English and the French did during the 100 Years' War.
Right.
Basically, you would send your cavalry and do what you're doing to me right now. Killing villagers, destroying towns, and essentially forcing the enemy to go GG, because that's all I can do at the moment.
Oh man, I must say it was totally an honor, playing with you. Mostly not because I won. Honestly, believe it or not, if you watch a few videos on my channel, I normally don't tend to win, right? So,
yes.
Thank you for playing, and I want to thank all the Age of History's viewers for tolerating me for a bit. And yeah, it was a pleasure indeed, and would love to do this again.
100%. Maybe I'll fare a bit better next time.
100%. All right. Thanks for having me on board, and I shall see you in the next one.